My name is Destiny Rodriguez. I go to West Linn High School. I'm an incoming senior. I just recently made my third world team, the U20 world team. I'm a 3-time state champion, and I was just recently ranked #1 in the nation at 152 pounds. My dad was actually a wrestling coach, so me and my mom would go and sit at practices and watch. And I remember one of the first practices, I saw 2 girls practicing, and I just went up to my dad and asked him if I could join. They weren't really supportive about it at first. They thought that it was just a guy's sport, that I would quit. But I ended up sticking through it, and they support me, so it's awesome. One of the achievements that means the most to me was winning my first state championship, just because at West Linn I have a huge support system, my whole team, my coaches, and them being there for me was really big, especially at the Coliseum. Last year winning my 3rd state title was a huge accomplishment for me because for my senior year I want to be the first 4-time state champ at West Linn, so just being one step closer just means the world to me. My biggest role model in wrestling would be Linn because she was the first woman at Team USA to win gold at the Olympics, and because that's one of my biggest goals, I feel like she's one of my biggest role models. I really appreciate my parents' support throughout my whole wrestling journey because they do whatever they can to get me to every practice, every wrestling tournament, just so I can challenge myself, compete against the best people, and just get on that level. And that's what's really been a big part of my wrestling and my career, is finding places, finding people to train with. Traveling with my parents and my little brother has been really nice because my brother is my biggest support system. He's super excited at every tournament, and I feel like he learns a lot also, and I'm just there coaching him too. And we have a close bond because I'm one of his coaches, so it's really nice traveling with him and him just being there by my corner. Coaching my brother is fun. He soaks it up. He looks at me like any other coach, which is, I appreciate it a lot because he doesn't just treat me like his sister. He listens, and I think it's awesome because he knows where he can be one day. So my dad has been a huge part of my wrestling career because I only started wrestling because he was one of the coaches. And so just being there, he pushed me just like all the boys, all the kids in the room. He actually thought I was gonna quit the first day, the first practice. He told my mom, he was like, don't worry, she's not gonna keep wrestling. It's a hard sport, like she'll quit. And she was like, okay. And then after a while, I just kept wrestling. Everybody else around me quit. And he was like, well, if you're in it, you're not gonna quit. So he's pushed me, but it's been good. I would tell young girls who are scared to wrestle just to push through the practices where they feel like they're the only girl, or they feel like the outcast in the practices, to just push through it. It gets easier, and it's a tough sport, but you learn so much from it. The West Linn community has been a huge part of my wrestling career because they helped me fundraise for a lot of my tournaments, and especially this last tournament this last fundraiser when I was fundraising for Worlds. They helped me collect a ton of money. We went to the West Linn Ale and Cider House, and a lot of people came out. We reached our goal, and then the excess money for that is going to the West Linn High School team. So it's really awesome. They've been a huge part of it, and I really appreciate them. Throughout my wrestling career, I've traveled a lot. I would say that my favorite city in the U.S. would be Colorado Springs, just because the Olympic Training Center is there. I've been there a lot, and just the support system there. My favorite country would be Hungary. I went there for the U15 World Championships in Budapest, and it was such a good time. The architecture was beautiful, the scenery was awesome, and my whole family was there supporting me. When I'm not wrestling, I like to hang out with my friends a lot. We listen to music together, we draw, do art. Most of the time when I'm alone, I will listen to music by myself, and I have been learning how to play guitar recently, and I do really like hikes. For my senior year, I'm really excited to just be with the team one last time, get my 4th state championship, and ultimately look for what college I'm going to go to. My ultimate goal in wrestling would be to be an Olympic champion. I'm really hoping to be on the team for 2024 for Paris, but if not, 2028 in LA would be awesome. And I work on it every single day, think about it. Every year going to World Team Trials is just a step closer to being on the World Team when I can make the Olympic team. And the sport of wrestling has taught me a lot. I've learned to be disciplined with my friends, my family, my diet. I've also learned how to trust my coaches, my teammates. Without the sport of wrestling, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm just really thankful for everything that I've learned and been able to teach other people throughout the sport.